Time now for the morning rush. The family of cinematographer who was fatally shot on a movie set outside of Santa Fe has now filed a wrongful death lawsuit. The suit says that safety protocols on the set were reckless. Attorneys say that actor Alec Baldwin was pointing a gun at Halyna Hutchins. The lawsuit states that the two crew members then quickly tried to help Hutchins after she was shot, but Baldwin did not offer to help. Hutchins later died at the hospital. Police are trying to track down the ATV riders who vandalized an Albuquerque park. On Sunday, neighbors say the off-road riders tore through the grass of the park in the Anderson Heights area. Police are hoping video of the vandals committing the crime will lead to an arrest. Anyone with information, you're urged to call 242-COPS. Police are investigating after an apparent homicide in northwest Albuquerque. Officials say that around 11 last night, officers were dispatched to the Cana Spa Massage near Coors and Fortuna. That was for a possible robbery. When they arrived, a woman was found dead inside. That woman has not been identified. Parts of a high-profile crime bill could soon live on in another crime package. House Bill 5 has most recently focused on GPS monitors for defendants awaiting trial. It would have ensured 24/7 monitoring. One sponsor says that portion is already in a different Senate bill. They hope it passes.
Here's a look at the school day forecast. Temps this morning are in the mid-30s, so it is cool enough to need the jacket. Later on today, we'll be mild back into the 50s, but with breezy winds, it'll feel a little bit cooler. You'll want to keep at least a windbreaker around. After a late-night bipartisan vote, the State House passed a bill to increase and upgrade affordable housing in New Mexico. Senate Bill 134 will allocate money from bonds that the state sells based on oil and gas taxes for the New Mexico Housing Trust Fund. That bill now heads to the governor's desk. For the first time, a gun manufacturer has been held liable for a mass shooting. Families of the victims killed at the Sandy Hook Elementary have reached a $73 million settlement with Remington. Attorneys argued that Remington chose profit over safety and deliberately marketed the AR-15 to troubled young men. Erica. And here's a look at the threat index. It's high today. We will see strong and potentially damaging winds in southern New Mexico, and we'll start to see snow accumulating on roadways across western New Mexico by later on in the evening. The city of Albuquerque is figuring out how to deal with public pot smoking. City Council is looking to address the issue with the new bill that would apply to spaces like sidewalks, streets, and bus stops. The fines would be up to $100 for a first violation, no more than $200 for the second. Albuquerque city councilors are considering competing proposals. Councilor Isaac Benton's proposal would be a mandate for the vaccine for city's frontline workers. Meanwhile, a proposal from City Councilor Dan Lewis would not allow the city to put any vaccine mandate in place. Both of them are now slated for debate in the full council. A new study from the CDC finds twice vaccinated pregnant mothers had babies that they're far less to be hospitalized for COVID-19. The study spanning through last July and January tracked babies finding COVID in 20 U.S. hospitals and found 84% of them had unvaccinated mothers. All right, let's get a look at the morning drive. Here's a check on the maps. We do have a slight slowdown on I-40 East near 6th Street. And here's a check on the Big Eye camera. Everything moving along there. And the weather is quiet to start our day. Over 100 animal lovers and their furry friends took part in the United Arab Emirates' first Cannabis event. Participants trekked a nearly 4-mile trail through the mountains. Winners of the race received trophies, a few months' supply of dog food, and even some gift vouchers. Exciting. Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, you need a getaway. Ticket sales for a Virgin Galactic space flight are now open to the public. Tickets will start at $450,000. A deposit of $150,000 is required. The flight will take off from Spaceport America in southern New Mexico, and it will last about 90 minutes. On to number 4 for you this morning. Lawmakers in New Mexico's biggest city are now working fast to put a law in place to regulate smoking pot in public. Right now, there's nothing in the books that says it's illegal to smoke marijuana in public. With cannabis legalization looming in New Mexico, City Council is now looking into a bill that would liken pot smoking to smoking a cigarette, that would regulate pot smoking both inside public spaces and for outside public spaces like bus stops. And at number 3, we are going to see that winter storm coming in. We'll have snow showers by this evening across the mountain terrain and mainly rain showers for the Rio Grande Valley. Could see some rain showers in the metro after 5. And number 2 this morning, Albuquerque city councilors are considering competing proposals, one requiring certain city workers to get COVID vaccines and another that would prohibit the vaccine requirements. Councilor Isaac Benton is now proposing to mandate the vaccine for the city's frontline workers. Meanwhile, Councilor Dan Lewis's proposal would not allow the city to put any vaccine mandate in place.
Both of those are slated for debate in the full council.
Finally, number one for you this hour, the family of the cinematographer who was fatally shot on a movie set outside of Santa Fe has filed the wrongful death lawsuit against actor Alec Baldwin and the movie's producers. The suit, filed by Halyna Hutchins' husband and their son, states safety protocols on set were reckless. Attorneys say that Baldwin was pointing a gun at Hutchins during setup when the gun went off. It struck Hutchins and director Joel Souza. The lawsuit states that crew members quickly tried to help Hutchins, but Baldwin did not offer to help. Souza was injured. Hutchins later died at the hospital. According to the lawsuit, production ignored 2 other accidental discharges on set.